bad breath may not just be a sign of poor mouth hygiene. It can actually be a sign of dehydration. That's right. Believe it or not, that's true. Also, dehydration can present as constipation in some people, meaning they get constipated when they're dehydrated. Guys, I'm going to tell you some unusual signs of dehydration, also the mild to moderate signs, but the severe signs of dehydration you should know about. And of course, I'm coming to you from a beach. I'm thrilled to be here, but outside of doing this video for you guys, I actually have been covering up under the shade with a hat on. I got sunscreen, and right now my feet are in the water because it is so hot. All right, so other signs of dehydration, some that you know about. I know you guys know about this. Of course, you get increased thirst. Your urine can actually get less, also darker urine, and sometimes your urine actually, when you're dehydrated, can have a very sort of strong or foul smell to it. Also, I actually get a headache when I'm dehydrated. That's something I get a lot. You may feel that way too. People also get fatigued. They get really tired. And the other thing is muscle cramps, right? We've often talked about heat-related illness and stuff like that. That absolutely can happen when you are dehydrated. And many of those symptoms, like heat-related illness symptoms and dehydration symptoms, can overlap. I definitely want to give you a little quick view of this view, right? Isn't it gorgeous? But I've got my water right here, of course, because it is hot out here. And one of the best ways to not be dehydrated is to drink water, avoiding those caffeinated beverages, right? Because caffeine, whether it's soda, whether it's coffee, whether it's tea, energy drinks, actually can make you more dehydrated. All right, now, also dry mouth. Dry mouth can obviously be a sign of dehydration. Now let's talk a little bit about those severe signs of dehydration, those signs that you may not actually realize. As a doctor, this is something I worry about a lot. Sometimes I have to send patients to the hospital for signs and symptoms like this. Signs and symptoms of dehydration include people can get very dizzy or confused. We call that a change in mental status or altered mental status. The other thing that can happen is your heart rate can increase, but your blood pressure can drop. That is right. That's your body's response to not having enough fluids or volume intravascularly, etc. Also, your mood can change. You can become cranky. You can become anxious. If you thought your mood was changing just because you were cranky, it might have been that, but it could mean that you may be experiencing dehydration. Also, some people actually get memory changes or coordination issues. In other words, they're not themselves. Fainting, also sunken eyes. You look at sometimes people's eyes and you see, gosh, it looks sort of sunken, sort of hollow down there. That can be a sign of dehydration, some of the more severe signs of dehydration. And just remember that with dehydration, confusion is one of the things we worry about. I kind of mentioned this mental status changes when someone isn't acting right. They're not thinking, talking, behaving right. Dehydration absolutely has to be on your list of what we call differential, what the problem could be, especially if heat was involved and there are reasons that they could be dehydrated, right? Guys, I have other videos on dehydration. I'll keep posting them. It's super important, especially when it's warm outside. But honestly, dehydration can happen even when it's not warm, depending on the person. I hope this is helpful, guys. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert, and video creator, coming to you from a beach not so nearby. If you've not liked and followed my page, I invite you to do so. For those of you who send stars, I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. Consider joining my subscription groups as well. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen. I'll see you soon.